Welcome everyone to week 1, game 1 of the Front Row Football League. My name is Mikey from the Front Row, and every game except the championship, I will be playing as one team. And ladies and gentlemen, it's one game a day, 2 games a week, and I've already simulated the other games. And so far in round 1, the Patriots beat the Cardinals 34-9. The Ravens beat the Saints 38-20. The Dolphins beat the Giants 16-10. The Bengals beat the Broncos 34-20. The Browns beat the Seahawks 41-24. And in the closest game, in the sense that it went to overtime in the simulation, the Jets beat the Titans 13-10. The Bills beat the Falcons 31-24. The Chiefs beat the now Commanders, but in this game they're known as the Washington Football Team, 43-22. The Bears lost to the Packers 45-31. The Packers beat the Bears 45-31. Buccaneers, Tom Brady, fuck Tom Brady, beat the Steelers 20-0. The Chargers beat the Texans 30-15. The Cowboys beat the 49ers 21-14. The Raiders beat the Eagles 24-19. The Rams beat the Colts 26-10. And in the closest game, without going to overtime, the Vikings beat the Panthers 30-27. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Jaguars versus the Lions. I have chosen to play as the Jaguars because I gotta support AEW. I mean, come on, Tony Khan. Every game will be 15 minutes. All weather will be randomized for every game, if I can control it. And, yeah. Here you go. Like I said, I will spin the wheel on which game is actually broadcast, and I'll just pick a team accordingly. If I don't particularly like one team over the other, or don't have a reason to control the one team over the other, I will flip a coin. Simple as that. Today, I chose to control as the Jaguars, and yeah. I may be talking on the microphone, but it's not like a commentary for F.R.F.L or RWF. This is just me giving my thoughts accordingly. So you might hear me go, shit, fuck, if I start to lose, or here we go, woo, if I get a touchdown. And every team will be even teams, just to keep things somewhat fair.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to jump with the Detroit Lions.
I really did not see that Super Sim button at the bottom there. It's good to know for tomorrow. Kicking off, here we go.
From Jacksonville. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
So I either win or I lose. Simple as that.
California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff. And at one point, the ascension
I look at it as they can get their teams can get their win accordingly. And yeah, I'm just going to go with coach suggestions. I know that's kind of sad, but what are you going to do?
On 1st and 10, Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended after a gain.
Yeah, I might also put
Well, that's a good start
stuff on the background to keep myself entertained.
Seeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for gone. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because
By the way, I'm playing on skill level pro because I am not that good at this game. It's been a while since I played it. I want to come in fresh as a daisy, so that's why I'm specifically saying that,
Thank you, guys.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's
why I specifically say, if I lose, I lose. If I win, yay. But anything can happen here in the Front Row Football League.
Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to complete this to Chenault. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and again the
and that's too far. Look at the dance.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Ooh.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Not gonna lie, I totally considered making this game rain up the ass. I really did.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And the last drive, their 1st drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace.
So I was watching a Deadlock podcast.
From the 36, Lawrence. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On 1st down, it's Robinson. Trucks over him. And he's tackled.
I think it'd be a first.
Good gain of 9 on 1st down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
They go play
Terry
action
Funk.
with Lawrence. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ooh.
A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone.
Shit, if I can do it, I can do it.
Trevor Lawrence, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'm pretty sure that was a passing play, but he took off pretty quickly and ran with it.
Love his decisiveness on it, because you're exactly right. He was supposed to go back in the pocket and survey the field and throw the football. But when that hole opened, he just said, forget it, let's go. And boy, did that work out well.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
That's why I wish Blitz, the league, would get a remake, because I would be hitting dirty hits up the ass, I should say. German suplex. A lot of people be injured, let's just say that.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
I really hope you hear that in the background. It's just people doing giant fucking impersonations.
Can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, 69 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. Already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
2nd and 11 now.
This Reno zone, that's a hell of an end of a play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Room to run past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff, and his throw is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and now it's 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On the return, here's Agnew. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Okay, Tex.
Now Lawrence. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence will throw. Looking downfield for Jones. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Lions will take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Goff throwing complete for Swift. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
When we talk about defenders specifically, linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. Back to the running game with Swift. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nothing, our score after 1. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Go off a handoff here to Swift. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And that is
holy shit, they got a touchdown.
Detroit.
God damn.
Raymond there to make the grab. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Following the touchdown, here's Cyber now to kick it off.
Oh shit,
and they'll bring it out to the 25.
I'm sorry.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put lots of pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence to Chenault on the slant. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about
That's right.
They don't get it. They put their
I could have
defense in a
punted
bad
that
spot,
now.
and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
It wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that ball.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's a great last name.
Here's
I'm
Lawrence.
sorry.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Damn it.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking a hit.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gone. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he gets good head of steam going. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Play action. It's gone. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Can Levine chase up? What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now it's gone. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. We'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. There's Goff. In trouble, and he's taken down.
There for Kate.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they have their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is set away. This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. He's thrown for a touchdown pass, and he's run for one so far.
When you're able to watch a guy perform at a high level and do it in multiple ways, arm, legs, he really helps his team in a big way. You've got to think that they feel great about where they are in this ball game. They feel even better about him leading their team.
Well, he's hoping to put them into a better spot after this drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Robinson. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Robinson again on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 16. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On third down, it's Robinson, and he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1, got to be in sync, and they were. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Robinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football, because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Lawrence going to keep it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence. Second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. Second time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
That 2-point splits the uprights. And the lead now at 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now a first down throw. Gone. That'll be St. Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They definitely just use God of Thunder by Kiss on this network.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Goff on first down. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets its offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Looks horrible, Russell. It's just I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a big, like, double size Hulk Hogan week.
Yeah. 2-minute warning. Winning 28-7 as the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Second down and goal. Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jamal Williams from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive into 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Draw play, ETN. He's to the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in his first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Extra point right down the middle. And a lead down to 3 touchdowns in 21. They're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And this will be incomplete.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. He can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is off the left upright, and it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
How do you count that?
Travis Etienne and the Jags.
Oh, there you go. Kick is no good.
Here in the 2nd quarter, been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go,
and that's the half, folks.
With our EA Sports halftime.
Let's listen to Coach.
Thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Just want on record, I didn't touch anything. I really didn't.
Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone, and tackled at the 21-yard line.
So that abbreviated version being repeated, not me.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them.
Excuse
so what's
me.
the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Jeff Okuda up from his quarterback spot to make the play. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably airs his back as a little bit of
come on.
apology on that.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Lawrence.
Today!
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
Khalif Raymond was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That's a safety. Back down. It's a safety. Back down.
How many more can they
Football.
make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down.
Jared comes out with the U.S. belt still around his waist. And they both attack. They throw him into the crowd, and they throw him into the announcer table. And then Jared's walking away from the mat. You know, I'm not too sure what Jared's idea of this was.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And then tries to win.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt.
That's awesome. But yeah, so he hits the outside edge, and then Jarrett gets back in the ring, and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, well, what do you mean? Like, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will
Let's see how
stay
close
right
this
where it
was.
is.
Oh.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, we're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good.
He's run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run here with Swift. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense, forcing that incompletion?
On second down, Swift. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Howard scared to let it fly, but he falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
It sounds like they're saying we are an asshole.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second and 9, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
The
Jaguars are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Rolling to his right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by Trevor Lawrence taking it in himself. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you get them? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
I always remember Daniels turning around. I always thought it was so weird. Like,
another try after the first down sack. Goff, right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Goff. Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. Pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here comes the Lions punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. A good head down running on the return, gets about 15 yards. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no good plays by the defense to knock them out.
That's a first.
40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Man, he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not inside the 20.
First down. But be like Jeff Jarrett's WCW team. Shows one. Be like first down.
Man open, here is Jones. And he will reach the 5-yard line.
Oh no, just more like powerhouse.
Because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown.
That's a team celebration. Oh, we're gonna play Dr. Goose. Let's go.
And the Jaguars continue to roll. So it was the passing game that got us down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets them home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions Ravens offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't come before. Time to shake things up a little bit. This offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call.
I'll probably go to All Pros, whatever the next level up is, tomorrow.
One of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That is good for 5. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Open man right side of St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Tell you one thing though, if I can control it, the final offensive play is going to be Hail Marys at the ass. I don't even care if they succeed or not. Just to go whee! Throw the ball like a ball. Just fly.
Open man, it's Raymond. He's got it. And he'll go inbounds. It appears right at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Desperation time for Goff.
Hey!
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. The utter domination here just continues.
My God.
I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So he stopped for no gain, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
But how about this? A fake. And this is caught.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake for Brandon. Don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
From the 39, Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, gone. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game. And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half, scoring points. Haven't done anything so far in the second half. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back.
Oh, they going for it, even though I'm at 51. You know what? Respect. Respect.
Keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I just think my stacker 2 happened.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Arnold. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical.
And look at this. Another fake. No, bottled up.
Oh my goodness, fumble. Oh my god.
He brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the
Touchdown!
Hot damn.
Quintez Cephas, 26 yards. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Seibert, up and good as they make the score just a
21.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
Here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On play action, Lawrence. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They run. Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are pouring it on. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Don't worry about it.
From the gun, here's Gone. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. See, this defense now. At this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's awesome.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked up on the linebacker, Miles Drake. And they take over. They'll set up shot at the 46-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run the counter. Robinson. He sheds himself free. And he's got this down to the 35. 136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlights.
Said I was going to do it. I said I was going to do it.
This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
Well, we've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, all of this was played the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Gee, that's a hell of a name. All right, 58-21, first win of the season. All right, then. Thank you for joining us for the Week 1, Game 1 of the Front Row Football League. The Jaguars get the win over the Lions, courtesy of yours truly. We'll see you tomorrow for Week 1, Game 2. My name is Mikey from the Front Row, signing off for now.